Facebook channels and also obviously onto the YouTubes as well. So let me just get off this one here. So you can see the comments coming through. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear me. That would be awesome. Shoot me any questions. Again, no real agenda here tonight. Yeah, it's working. Good news. I'll stop talking to myself now. It's always super awkward when we have these tech challenges. I'm standing here talking to myself and not sure if you guys are listening. So stoked to have you with me. Thanks for logging on. As I said, I'm just coming across my personal channels onto the Braaap YouTubes and the Braaap Facebooks as well. Just giving a bit of a delivery update, production update, update on our promo sales and everything that's happening here at Braaap. Got my cafe racer behind me here, so talk a bit about what's been happening with that and just answer any questions. So not too much of an agenda tonight. The more questions you ask me, the better these things are. So got my phone here. I can see your stuff coming through. Got to give my disclaimer at the start of these things. It sounds stupid to say, but got to say it that obviously I can't see you. I'm not selling you a bike. If you buy a bike, you have to buy it through the website because that's a licensed dealership. Please read all your terms and conditions. Anything I speak about, I might mention finance and all that type of stuff. Of course, you can buy a bike on finance. We even do interest-free through the dealerships, but please read the terms and conditions because I'm obviously speaking in a general nature and I don't know your personal situation. I have to say that because our competitors will do anything they can to trip us up. We sell a high-spec bike that's equal or better than our competitors at super aggressive price points, sometimes a third of the price of our competitors. We don't pay Marc Marquez to win MotoGP. Our whole goal is to deliver the best quality bike, the best value bike in the categories that we compete in and do them with awesome styling, easy and really confident reliability so we can do the lifetime warranty and of course make them super affordable. So Cafe Race is our best seller. Got the Moto 3, that's been pumping out lately. You guys would have seen me banging on about that one a lot. SS125 is about to arrive again, so we'll talk about that tonight. Dirt bikes as well on promo at the moment too, so they're about to arrive too. So it's all go. Shoot me questions. It makes these things way easier when you ask me questions. So I'm already getting heaps of delivery questions. So that's good. Thank you guys for asking them. I'll cover every bike with delivery and production updates. For anyone who hasn't yet purchased, just know that we're selling all our bikes at the moment on our build to order promo. And that's you can go via a licensed dealer to buy that, braapmotorcycles.com. We've licensed them to use all our branding and be the exclusive online dealer. So you can go and get them straight away. But the build to order promo is a huge innovation that we've had because we used to have 5 of our own dealerships, dozens of staff, 45 dealers across the country that sold our bikes for us. Now we've stripped all that back and all the savings from doing that we're passing on to the customer. So a bike that was once $4.5 grand, we're now able to sell for $2 grand plus GST. So it's wild. It's getting a lot of attention across the country, and we're now starting to see customers right away on their bikes, which is awesome because 2020 we've had huge delays. You guys would have heard me bang on about that. So we just lost a lot here, but here we are, we're delivering bikes and all things are coming into order. So it's really good news, man. It's been a year of persistence for us and our customers and our team. I did a bit of a post on my Instagram today because I'm just, man, seeing people ride away on our bikes is such a good feeling because it reflects order for us, it reflects victory, and most importantly, man, we've overcome some huge challenges and some massive attacks over the last 4 years. So to be putting bikes on the road, to be getting huge momentum, to see things come into order and to see those that stuck with us be rewarded, it's so worth it. So thank you guys. I've gone from a year of just apologizing for our bikes being late, and that's about all I've been able to do, to now thanking you guys that have waited with us and seeing you guys rewarded for waiting and seeing you guys right away. So I love that. All right, so let me answer some questions. The more you ask me, the easier it is. Got a few guys talking about delivery, so let's just do that first. So number one, ST250s, we've got all the approvals, bikes are getting loaded. I should show you guys some photos. I don't know if you can see it on my camera here, but this is really cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here. Anyway, you can kind of see there. I got a photo from the guys today. All our bikes that have been built, even the ones that were built early, we've pulled them all. Last week, the guys pulled them all out of the boxes, made sure, gave them all a check, made sure they're all in good nick and ready for delivery here. they'll get loaded into containers this week, and they'll be shipped. First bikes will be arriving, ST250 bikes will be arriving by the end of this month. And then we do our assembly process. So it takes us a couple of hours per bike to assemble. Here in Frankston, we've got extra guys starting. So Paulie and James and the delivery team have been madly working through the Moto 3s, and that's been sort of our test to prove that our systems are working and are in place, so we can really handle a high volume and catch up with all these back orders that we've got to fulfill. So good news is, all coming together, all paperwork received, bikes on water. Our shipping agents have worked their butts off to get containers and had to move and shake different things to get containers here. So that's awesome. We've got it all happening. So first Cafe Racer guys, I'm really hoping that they're on the road at the end of December. The majority of people are going to get their bikes in January. So stay tuned. The guys will give everyone a call closer. We're just asking everyone who's purchased a bike, please hold back from calling us just to ask for an update. We know that everyone's super keen, obviously, but I'm really trying my hardest to protect and guard the time of our office staff, because we're focused on delivering bikes and getting customers their bikes as quick as possible, and it's sort of first ordered, first served. So the people who've waited the longest will get served first. So we're going to do some Zoom calls. First one's tomorrow, actually. That's for anyone who's purchased in the last 6 weeks. You're welcome to come on a Zoom and I'll answer any questions. And we'll do some Zooms for other people, like people about to get their bikes that purchased months and months ago, over the coming weeks as well. So stay tuned. Everyone will get a call, personal call. Everyone will get invited to a Zoom to talk to me. I'm going to try and do more of these live stream things, so you can just bang questions at me as well. So yeah, we'll get that. So December, January, February are going to be massive months for us. If you're someone who's looking to get one of our cafe races, they're a massive promo at the moment. They're $2,000, or actually they're about $2,400. Have to check the price on the dealer website. They just changed. They're slowly going up. So first in, first serve. We can't guarantee the prices will last like this. We're doing the price just to get attention, which is working. So it won't last forever, but you can get one on a massive promo, about $2,400, and that'll be delivered late Feb, early March is our estimated delivery date for anyone who purchases today or in the next few days. So jump on that, and yeah, make sure you talk to the sales guys and the dealer team if you got any questions about that. So we've copped a huge flogging this year for being late, and we think we're coming back into order. It looks like it, but please just understand that obviously we've got a huge amount of backlog, so we want to really serve our customers that have waited for a long time first. So that's why we're sort of saying February, March for you guys who purchase now. So let me get questions here. Obviously getting asked about the SS125. So SS125 and dirt bikes, we're expecting December 16th delivery. That's going to be delayed a little bit. I don't know how much. I'm going to say a week, couple of weeks. Just logistical delays, just with all the containers and everything. Those have been caught up with that. So I'm going to have an email out to you guys in the next, as soon as I've got certainty on what date they're on the water and here, I'll be able to tell you the exact date for delivery. And just got to give you guys a shout out, because it's been one delay after another for those bikes, and yeah, I can't wait to finally get them here. We do have all paperwork in hand now, so we're very confident that once they get here, you'll get your bike. So I'm going to say that, again, it's similar to the ST250s. By the time we have a few minor delays on the wharf or whatever comes up like this, I'm going to say January is when you should be ready and expecting to ride. So yeah, stay with us on that one. Same with the Moto 3 guys. FMC1, if you're in that shipment, you would know about that reference number. They're all pretty much delivered. If not delivered, like this week you'll be delivered, or at least given to the courier to be delivered. So obviously people in Brisbane and stuff take a day or two extra than you guys in Victoria or Sydney. But Adelaide's been delivered, Darwin's been delivered, Perth's been delivered, some Sydney have been delivered, Brisbane are about to get picked up, and the rest of Sydney and Victoria are about to get picked up, so they're all ready. FMC, that's FMC1, FMC2, so you would know that reference number if you're someone who's purchased a Moto 3 in that shipment. That arrives this week. The ship arrived on the weekend, so we're going to start assembly this week, and you'll start receiving your bikes next week. So you'll start getting calls from Annie and her team. She's employed extra staff in the admin office to help handle our extra questions and logistics and all the admin of this. So you might get Annie or Ella or Lisa or one of the team there. So that's pretty cool. So covered cafes, covered Moto 3. Again, Moto 3 people, if you're looking to purchase today, we've actually gone and produced extra bikes ahead of time. So we're saying 60-day delivery times if you purchase today. So pretty confident at that. I know we have been late with logistics and stuff by a few weeks with FMC 1 and 2 and stuff. But we're thinking if you purchase today, we're hoping that we've caught back up now. So yeah, you sort of 60 days that we promote, we think that we can actually meet. And same the dirt bike, if you're looking to get a dirt bike, the promo that's on, we've built extra ahead of time because we know it's a very popular range of ours. So same type of thing we're saying, if you purchase today, the bikes that arrive in December, January, we'll be able to dispatch. We've got extras in stock, but we will be serving the first people first. So yeah, keep that in mind. So it's all on the website. Go over to braapmotorcycles.com. You don't have to listen to me talk about it, but anyway, I'm sure I got heaps of questions. So that's the delivery updates. I just want to reiterate that we do call every person. So don't panic if you need to change anything. The guys will call and confirm. So do that. Let me check these comments here. Aiden got an Urban and wants to get aftermarket parts. Yeah, great question about aftermarkets. I'm actually literally just been working on it at the Savo. Lisa's been smashing me for a catalogue to send to you guys. So yeah, we've got heaps of aftermarket parts. The Urban, that's an old model. It's discontinued now, so we don't have a huge amount. You would have to go and you can talk to us, inbox us, and we'll see what we've got left, and we can see what you're after specifically. But as for the rest of the range, Cafe Race, we've got a huge catalogue coming out with some really good promos. Hopefully tomorrow or sometime this week. Moto 3 guys, you already know what's available for those. Hopefully you've been emailed the stuff like the performance pipes, the bike covers, disc locks, chains, all that stuff. Yeah, colours, you can choose any colour, all that stuff. Same with the dirt bikes. We're putting catalogues together. You can already see a lot of the stuff on the website, but we're just trying to get better and better at the customisation. So big part of what we do, and it's getting better. So Kylie, yes, you're early on there. You purchased your ST250 in April, so you're early on the dispatch list, and you'll be in the priority list. So stay with us on that. And yeah, just have to flick over here to other questions. It's man, I've got different platforms running here everywhere. So I'm going to talk about my cafe here. I'm getting asked about it, what I've done to it. So we'll talk about that in a sec. Keen as to hear in the comments as well if you're getting a cafe race or any of our bikes, keen to hear what you want to do to it. The more we know about what you guys are thinking for customization and what you're going to do, the more we can sort of prep and better serve you. So I'm super I just love hearing what people do with our bike. So give us a bit of a comment there if that's you. I've been doing a fair bit more riding lately, which is good. Now we're not in lockdown, so alright, where are my comments here? Just saying, getting a bit of stick for my photo on Facebook there. Yes, I thought that was pretty good catch by Ethan as well. So yeah, shout out to Ethan for heaps of great content lately. Oh, Melvin, thank you for your support there, mate. I actually got to randomly meet a few customers the last few weeks. So generally I've been working from home still, my office here at home, and focused on admin, dispatch, delivery, strategy. Got 2021 models and all the compliance for that. Heaps of stuff we got on. We're launching into some new regions. A lot of pretty exciting bits and pieces working on at Braaap. So I don't get to see people pick their bikes up, which is my favourite part of my job, really, is seeing people right away. But recently I've run into some legends. So shout out to Melvin. I was riding my Braaap and rode past as he was riding off on his. So I got to say good day. You said your bike's super economical. I think you said you spent $8 to do 256 kilometers, so that's pretty awesome. And yeah, so Chandra FMC3, so that's still looking like it's about 30 days away, so stay tuned for specific updates on that. Again, that's just the minor logistics stuff at the end that's chewing up a few days here and there, so just trying to lock that in. Ish is asking about FMC2. I just talked about that. That's next week they're getting delivered. So, Chris saying, when am I growing my hair back? Is that because you saw the bald patch when I was looking down? Yeah. That's what 2020 will do to you, is I'm balding. Oh, Wayne, thank you for your support there, mate. Always get a comment from you. So, and I love your photos on Facebook. You guys look like you're living the dream out there. So, it's good. Um, 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 oh, Raj saying you finally got your Braaap. That's awesome. And oh, Christy giving us a little bit of stick there. So, always get a few interesting haters on the internet here. So, thank you for joining us too. We love hearing from everyone, but a bit unnecessary there. But that's really been a huge story of our year, is just copped an absolute flogging on the internet. People who just go out of their way, that have never met us, to write stuff, and also our competitors fueling some of that, because we do sell a super aggressively priced bike. If you, I'm sure you guys are starting to notice our bikes on the road more and more too. We're shaking it up to the big guys, so they do anything they can to trip us up, but it's actually worked for us because our prices have been driven so low. I think it's just value that people can't ignore. So we love that, and we're doing our best to get better and better. 2020's taught us so much about having to adapt, and yeah, we're just always trying to get better. So thank you guys that have supported us, and the people who have vocally gone out to support us, because yeah, that really does mean a lot to us. So Brittany asked about the 110, so they're in with the dirt bikes, Britt. They'll be here. They're supposed to be December 16, but I haven't been told yet, but I'm expecting it's going to be a delay. I think it's going to be a week or a couple of weeks, but I'm just waiting to find out. So yeah, please stay with me. I'll send an email out with specifics on those. All right. Oh yeah, Wayne talking about the sprocket. So that's a really good question, Wayne. So the gearing kits, especially for the ST250, the gearing kit's an absolute recommendation. I've got one on my bike because I ride on the Nepean Highway a bit, which you know, I can get up to 80 k's, or I go on Eastlink, which is 100. So I got a gearing kit. I think they're on special for $79. So just go to the website. But makes a massive difference. I recommend it, especially for a low capacity bike. Gearing's the cheapest way to make the thing perform more in line with how you want it. So it's a really good upgrade there. I recommend that. Moto 3 guys are getting that too, but the Moto 3 has a 6th gear, so it's not as vital. I recommend everyone should get it for the cafe races and the SS125s, but Moto 3s, it's more like most people should get it. So it depends on what type of riding you're going to do. So yeah, let me just check these here. Yeah, Wayne, talking about changing the seat too. Actually, I'll show you guys. Let me talk about my bike for a sec. So I don't know how much you can see. I'll stand out of the way. So this is just at home, weekend job. So I've taken a tail light off the back of mine. I think I've got it here even. Yeah, don't lose it. So still a bit of a work in progress here. This is the normal standard guard. Actually, you can see the wires there, indicators, tail light and reflector. It's pretty big and ugly. Of course, any custom stuff, please check it out for yourself if it's legal. I'm really not here to advise on that at the moment. But I've cut the end of my frame off, which is really not recommended to you for the legality side of things, but it looks so awesome, so I've done it to mine. And I'm about to put a small tail light off the back, and I'm also going to have my rego plate on the rear shock here, just mounted off there. So just tightens it right up. I reckon it looks sick. I've also blacked mine out a fair bit. You can't see everything on this camera, but things like the where is it there? The fuel cap, blacked that out as much as I can. Chuck some Ace bars on it. I chucked the white walls on it, and I chucked a muffler on it and black pipe wrap as well, which I reckon's awesome. I got a video of it coming out, so I won't bother giving you too much of a walk around now. It's not designed to be perfect. This bike, it's done heaps of Ks. It's about 3 or 4 years old. So I really like showing people that one of the key benefits of getting a cafe racer is you can constantly make it your own and upgrade it and make it better. So and it's super easy. Like, I've done my best to do this and show people. Some of the videos I'm going to be launching just to show people you can do it at home if you want to do that. So yeah, I'm sure you have an awesome setup, Wayne. I've seen some of your photos on the Facebook there, so I'm sure you'll be doing heaps of stuff. All right. Rachel asked about your Moto 3. So, Rachel, can you check to see? This is a great point. So, Rachel asking if she'll get her bike before Christmas. So, any bike that gets delivered, we start to give a reference number to the dispatch that you're in, the wave of deliveries. So, the Moto 3s, we've got FMC 001. That's the reference for the bikes that are getting delivered right now. FMC 002 is next week's bikes. So, you would have got an email, Rach, inbox us, or actually I'll get the guys to check it out, inbox you as well, and tell you what one you're in. You should have got emails from us. We haven't yet given reference numbers to the ST250s, the SS125s, or the dirt bikes because they're still a few weeks away, so that will happen in the coming weeks. Alan 125 SS muffler change. Yes, I've got content coming. I'm actually building up. We sold all of our SS125s out, so we haven't had like sample bikes here to play with. The bike that I ride at the Motard days is actually an MX1 with SS125 bits bolted onto it, so it's the same chassis and tank and seat and all that stuff, but the MX1's our 190 dirt bike with all the race stuff on it that we took to Vegas and won the title over there. So I've bolted too much stuff on it to make it road legal, so we're building up a new sample bike, a new display bike for the SS125, and we'll put heaps of content out as soon as that's done. So I'm going to show you some different muffler options, different wheel options, gearing kits, colour kits for the bikes, all that sort of stuff. So stay tuned, it's coming. And Sean asking about the MX3s with that. It's actually the same bike. So, and also Britt, the MX110s are the same fundamental bike as well. So all of the aftermarket parts will fit. So that's pretty cool. Zach saying you just ordered an ST250 one at the Braaap Cafe. So thank you, mate. I love hearing that. And yeah, 60 days is ambitious for that at the moment. It's like it actually should arrive in that time. We've built a lot of bikes ahead of time to try and get ourselves ahead, but we haven't promoted that yet. So you see on the website that we're kind of saying Feb March delivery if you purchase one today. So it really, the reason we're saying it's a bit longer is because we've got to fulfill all the back orders from the people who were delayed in 2020. So I think by February we're back on top of things. Everyone will have got their bikes and we can start to get back to normal. So Chris, you're driving from SA and pick out your SS. Are you one of the guys that were gonna there was a crew gonna ride back? Is that you guys? That sounds pretty cool though. I've had a few people asking me that actually. Can you fly down from Sydney and ride home or whatever? I had one person I think wanted to fly down from Cairns and ride home, which is mad, but I guess you can, like technically you could. It's not recommended. Brand new bike, you really should run it in, make sure everything's sweet. We recommend a 500 to 1000 K first service so you can change your oil, check your chain, make sure everything's all sweet. So obviously if you're going to buy your bike, pick it up and ride it, pin it home to Cairns or something, it's not ideal, but it could be done. We've had customers right across the Nullarbor, so the bikes will do it. It's not really recommended straight away. So anyway, make sure you take a camera if you're going to do it. John asking a great question there. What if import costs change suddenly, like government tariffs? Well, it shouldn't happen obviously anything's possible at this time with 2020, but that shouldn't happen. We think that's really low risk. Our industry is quite safe and seems like things are just moving ahead just as normal. So that seems all sorted out. Our shipping prices have gone through the roof. Like the Moto 3 containers cost us about 5,000 per container extra at the moment. So that's just a cost that we've had to absorb. But yeah, we've been doing this for 15 years, so all those things are built into our expectations, and you do your best to prepare and book things well in advance and, keep your costs as flat as possible, but these things happen, so we've had to absorb that. But most importantly, at the moment, we've got to get bikes out. Our biggest problem has been 2020 delays and the government delays, which now, thank God, we've overcome. We have all paperwork received, so we just got to get bikes on the water and bikes in our warehouse so we can assemble them, and bikes on the road. So, oh, Tom said that you dropped out. Sorry, the first one of these streams, the audio wasn't working for some reason, but we're on, so sorry about that, bro. You're saying no, SS125. You're saying you were expecting January. That's still. I was hoping the SS125s would be here December 16. That's the date that we've been preparing for. It's going to be a few weeks later than that. So expect to be riding in January is our update. I haven't got a specific date yet, but I'm expecting in the coming, maybe the coming week, I'll have almost a specific date. So stay tuned for that, mate. Wayne, you're going to put some photos up, bro. Thank you. Looking forward to that. Sorry, I'm just going through my comments here, so shoot any you got at me. I just want to say as well, massive invite to anyone who purchased a new Braaap in the last 6 weeks. Like our November welcome party and riders briefing is on tomorrow night. I think it's 8 o'clock. You would have got an email about it today. So jump on, inbox us here if that's you and for some reason you didn't get the email. We're using Fusionsoft CRM and it's been really good and really helpful, but there has been a small percentage of people who for some reason the spam filters just won't let it come through. So if for some reason you purchased a bike in the last 6 weeks and you didn't get invited to tomorrow's Zoom, please inbox me and I'll make it happen, get you the invites. Andrew asking about the tail tidies for the Moto 3. So I talked about it for the cafe. That's basically what I'm doing here. But the Moto 3 is really hard because, we've molded the tail light and the rear seat. If you look at it, it's all molded as one. So we actually don't have a kit for that. So if you make one, tell us because I'm sure heaps of people will buy them. If you've got any 3D printer guys out there, get on to designing a tail tidy for the Moto 3 because I reckon you'd sell a heap of them. That's a good question, Tom. You're saying, thank you for your support. Firstly, you said you support us 100%. That's awesome. Appreciate it, mate. You said you saw someone's bike arrive damaged. So, yeah, that's very rare if that happens. I think that customer was a WA customer, which is even more rare because the WA guys' bikes get delivered on a pallet. They're tied down. So we're not sure what's happened there. That's a real pain in the backside for that person. We've delivered hundreds of bikes over the last few months and I think we've had like 2 bikes we've had to send some parts out because there was some scratches, something very small like that. So, but this bike was properly damaged, like it's been dropped and something's happened, this guy in WA that you're talking about. So that's something we cover. Our job is to make sure that customer gets looked after. I heard about that myself today. The guys called me. So we organised an air tasker to take the bike to his house for him and we'll send over parts so it can be changed over. So that's a really unfortunate one, but it can happen. So our job is just to make sure that the customer gets a bike that's brand new and awesome and you're on the road as quick as possible. So Ben asking when we release a chopper model. So man, I'm getting asked heaps about the 2021 models. I might just say there's what I believe anyway, there's no bikes that compete with our existing bikes. So there's a new category of bikes we'll be entering, and 2021 stuff will be launching soon. We're pretty pumped on that, working hard on that behind the scenes. Got content creators, got some pro riders at the moment. They've been doing videos for me, stay tuned. So we'll see what comes out. Better stop talking about that because I'll definitely slip. Alright. Getting asked, can we put a 400 at the front and 450 rear? Nish, what do you mean by that, man? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I think you're talking about the tyres there. A 400. So the tyres that I'm running are, what are they here? 130 80s. So 17-inch 130 80s are a bit fatter. I reckon they look sick, I reckon. So wait till the video comes out. It's actually on Instagram, some of my random shots, but you can check that out. But I'll have a video out probably 2 or 3 days. Ethan's just editing it just on my bike here. But yeah, 130 80 17s are the tyres that I recommend for the Cafe. They just make them a bit wider and a bit heavier and a bit bigger and looks cool. So check that out. Um, oh yeah, Ben, what type of bike? I did some teaser videos on my Instagram, so you have to check us out on that. Um, um, oh, Chris, so you're not riding back, mate. You're driving back to Adelaide. That's a good plan. Actually, I'm going to be over in Adelaide at Christmas, so any Adelaide riders, hit me up actually, because I'm planning to bring a bike over and to have a bit of a Braaap meetup. I don't know how serious we'll make it. Might just have a beer or a coffee and go for a short ride somewhere, but it'd be awesome to meet some of you guys and catch up face to face. So my wife's about 5 days from due date for pregnancy, so she's from Adelaide, and we got married in Adelaide, so we're going to have the baby, all things going well, and then over Christmas go over to Adelaide and spend a few weeks there. So I'm hoping to take a bike and do some meetups. So hit me up if got any ideas for that. So and also I might need some parenting tips. I keep getting the warning cards, but as we stand, I'm planning to do a ride day in Adelaide still. So yeah, hit me up. Um, I'm just getting asked. Many of the questions I'm getting asked here are about delivery still, so I'll do another delivery just at the end. Great question, Leighton, talking about salt spray. So you live by the beach, and brutal dirt. Cars and vehicles are typically rusted up here. Has that been a consideration with our bikes, especially the ST250? Obviously, that's always a problem with any vehicle, and our shops right here are only a few hundred metres from the beach, so the bikes that we leave, when we were in retail, we'd leave bikes out the front for every day, and some of our bikes would be there for months and months and months. So yeah, it is a concern. If you just leave it there and don't wash it or anything, the salt and the rust and it can erode it and cause problems. So I just recommend make sure you wash them, keep CRC on them, especially little things like your bolts and stuff. Like if you're working on your bike and you rip the covers off the shine off the bolts, they can rust up easier. So just keep them CRC'd up. But if you look after them like that, our bikes have been fine. Definitely structurally and mechanically, they'll be totally fine. Obviously, it's just a question of your paintwork and any corrosion that can happen from those harsh environments. So just look after it and you'll be sweet. It's very similar to us here in Frankston, especially with the bay, like the winds and the salt smashes our cars and our bikes here. So yeah, Chris, I'll email you about the Zoom. You didn't get it. Can you check your junk folder and comment here to see if you got it? Because hopefully you did, but you said you didn't. So just check your spam. Jeeves asking about lambs. I'm going to be on my lambs. Is doing a tail tidy and a seat change affect your lambs? So a seat definitely won't. So we have heaps of seats.